Hello everyone, this is Shubham Ranka and welcome back to the best LRDI asset series. Today I'm bringing to you a very great set, I think one of the finest set of all the times, and let's see who is the person who can crack it. Also, if you guys need any help because CAD is just a few months away, you can contact me on the given number. I'll be happy to help you and mentor you on a one-on-one level. Okay, so with this, let's start set number 46. If you have not covered the previous sets, I would strongly recommend you go to the YouTube channel. There is a playlist, cover all the sets. This series is amazing. You cannot afford to miss even a single one. Additionally, if you want to try time-based free mocks, it is available on our website now. You can visit myprepzone.com. Under practice forum, you can see time-based sectional mocks, and we are updating a couple of more quant tests there. So I think that will be really helpful. Okay, so with this, let's start with this particular set. You have to pause the video, attend the set, and comment the time taken, and then we'll discuss it. So with this, let's see what is given to us in this particular question. There are 4 persons who went to a supermarket, and each of the 4 persons purchased a certain number of erasers, pencil, pens, staplers, and crayons. ठीक है, 4 बंदे उन्होंने 5 चीजें खरीदी है. The price of each item of a particular type is same, which means सारे eraser का price same है, सारे pen का price same है, etc. etc. Further, for each person, the number of items of each type that he has purchased, eraser जितने खरीदे हैं, pen जितने खरीदा है, pencil जितना खरीदा है, and so on and so forth, when arranged in ascending order, form 5 consecutive integers. Great. इसका मतलब अगर A ने eraser 1 खरीदा है, 2, 3, 4, 5, like जितना भी quantity खरीदा है A ने across these 5 items, they are consecutive. ठीक है, the following table provides the total amount. This is the total amount that he has spent in purchasing each type of item by each person. तो हमको ये बताना है कि भाई किसने कितना क्या-क्या चीजें खरीदी है, right? Which means we'll have to find out that A ने कितने eraser खरीदे हैं. And I know A ने total eraser पे इतना spend किया है, इसका मतलब we will have to find out the unit economics, the unit price of eraser. कि eraser का price कितना है? If I divide that, I will get कि इसने कितने eraser खरीदे, right? So great. Let's try to solve the set. So just to be on the safer side, and because my handwriting is not that great while writing here, so I've drawn the table freehand. Because eraser, pen, pencil, stapler काफी ज़्यादा है, मैंने सिर्फ इसका transpose लिया and I have put it in different columns, in different rows, and in different columns I have all the 4 persons. Right now, see, let's try to understand. We are saying कि A ने 320 रुपए के erasers खरीदे, right? And I know that A has bought some X number of eraser, which is an integer, right? So I know that this total amount 320, this has to be equals to number of erasers bought into price of an eraser, and that price is going to remain same, right? So I know price of an eraser is what, 320 upon number of erasers that A has purchased, and I know number of erasers that A has purchased is an integer. So can I just try to visualize that the price of an eraser has to be a factor of 320? Because if it is not a factor of 320, say it is 200, which is not a factor of 320, then the number of erasers bought will be 320 by 20, which is 1.6. And erasers ka quantity can't be a fraction. It has to be an integer as given in the question, which means that the price of integer has to be a factor of 320. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, etc. Right? Similarly, can I say price of eraser also has to be a factor of 240? Similarly, it also has to be a factor of 60. Similarly, it also has to be a factor of 80, which essentially means that I want the price of eraser to be a factor of all of these. So what do I mean by that? It essentially means that I will just take the highest common factor out of these 4 numbers, because if I want the price to be a factor of 60 and 240, it essentially means that it has to be a factor of 60, because if it is a factor of 60, it will automatically be a factor of 240. Similarly, 80 and 320, if it is a factor of 80, it will automatically be a factor of 320, but vice versa is not true. Which essentially means that the price of eraser has to be a factor of 60 and 80, which means 60 का भी factor होना चाहिए, 80 का भी factor होना चाहिए. Now we know the HCF of 60, 80 is what? 60 is 20 into 3. This is 20 into 4. So the HCF is 20, which means the price of eraser has to be a factor of 20. Only then it can become a factor of all of these numbers. So यहाँ पे मैं price लिखना start करता हूँ, right? कि price कितना? Let's say this is the price. So price of eraser will be factor of 20, it can be 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. These are the factors of 20, right? Similarly मैं सबके निकाल दूंगा कि यार पेन का प्राइस क्या हो सकता है, पेंसिल का क्या हो सकता है, स्टेपलर का क्या हो सकता है, क्रेयन का क्या हो सकता है. नाउ आई नो ए ने टोटल 320 रुपए स्पेंड किए एंड अगर प्राइस ऑफ इरेजर इज 1, देन आई विल ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट कि कितनी क्वांटिटीज ए ने खरीदी है इरेजर की. सिमिलरली ए ने कितनी क्वांटिटी पेन की खरीदी है, पेंसिल की खरीदी है, sharpener, stapler की खरीदी है and crayons की खरीदी है, right? And I'll have a different numbers and then I'll try to find that number ताकि I can form a consecutive pair across these 5 items, right? So I'll have to do it for A, B, C or D. किसी भी एक से try करता हूँ मैं. Let's start with any one person जिसका data is quite simple, right? एक बार इस तरीके से मैं start करता हूँ, right? So even before jumping there, let's try to find out the possible prices for pen. Now, similarly, pen ka price has to be a factor of 396, 396 and 84. सबसे मुझे जल्दी करना है तो what I will do? 84 is 12 into 7. This is 12 into 8. इन दोनों का HCF is 12. So let's see. Is 300 a multiple of 212? Yes, it is. Is 396 a multiple of 12? Yes, it is. So essentially means that pen has to be a factor of 12. This is the price of a pen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. These are the factors of 12. Similarly, I do it for pencil. It will be, this is 240, 168, 648 and 840. I'll try to take 24 common and then HCF will be 1. So it has to be a factor of 24. You just have to apply the same thing. So I will just add one more number, which is 24 to the list of pen. Similarly, अगर मैं stapler का try करूँगा तो क्या होगा? 80. This is 20 into 9. This is 20 into 4. So HCF is 20, and 20 is the HCF of these two also. So it has to be a factor of 20. 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. Similarly, crayons का अगर मैं try करूँगा तो क्या आएगा? 48 into 5 and 8 into 6. So it looks like 8. Yes, ये भी 8 का multiple है, ये भी 8 का multiple है. So it has to be 1, 2, 4 and 8. These are the possible prices for crayon, right? Now let's see कि मैं पहले A का निकालूं, B का निकालूं, C का निकालूं या D की क्वांटिटी निकालूं. A में numbers are higher. Let's wait. यहाँ पे भी numbers ज़्यादा, यहाँ पे भी numbers ज़्यादा. सबसे simple numbers है C के 60, 96, 168, 80, 40. These are easier numbers to calculate, right? So I will start with C. I'll say कि चलो ठीक है, C ने eraser पे 60 rupees spend करे हैं. Now if I know that the price of an eraser is say 1, then the quantities of erasers that C can purchase will be 60 because it is essentially 60 by 1. Similarly 60 by 2 which is 30. Similarly 60 by 4 which is 15. 60 by 5 is 12. 60 by 10 is 6 and 60 by 20 is 3. So these are the possible quantities of eraser that C has purchased. Similarly मैं C का पूरा complete करूँगा and I will see कि कहाँ पे consecutive pairs बन रहे हैं, right? So pen में जाते हैं. Pen में इसने 96 spend करें. So these numbers will be 96, 48, 32, 24, 16 and 8, right? Similarly pencil का अगर मुझे देखना है तो it is 168, 84, 56, 42, 28, 14 and 7, right? Similarly stapler का क्या होगा? It is 80, 40. I hope this is clear to you guys. If it's not clear, do ask me. Similarly इसका हो जाएगा 40, 20, 10 and 5, right? So let's start with this because यहाँ पे सबसे छोटा नंबर है. Can the number of quantities of crayon bought by C is 40? अगर ये 40 होगा तो देखते हैं कि 40 plus minus 4 होना चाहिए, right? 80 हो नहीं सकता because एक consecutive चाहिए. 40 हो नहीं सकता, consecutive चाहिए. 20 will never be a consecutive. 16 consecutive नहीं हो सकता, 8 नहीं हो सकता, 4 नहीं हो सकता. So 40 is not possible. Similarly, let's say 20 का the only possible pair is 60. ये 20 हो जाए, ये 16 हो जाए, बाकी 17, 18, 19 हो जाए. यहाँ पे कुछ है 17, 18, 19 में से नहीं है. So 20 is also not possible. Let's see if 10 is possible. 10 is possible क्योंकि यहाँ पे 8 है. अगर ये 8 है, यहाँ पे 7 है, ठीक है. यहाँ पे फिर 8 है. 8 is already gone. So yes, 10 is also not possible. So let's see. The only option left is 5. Is 5 possible? 5, 6, 7, 8 भी हो सकता है, 4 भी हो सकता है. Let's wait. यहाँ पे 7 है, तो 7 is possible. यहाँ पे 8 है, 8 is possible. यहाँ पे क्या है? 6 है, 6 is possible, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 4. 4 is also possible, right? इसका मतलब I have calculated कि quantities of C कितना होगा जिसमें they are items or quantities of items are essentially coming out to be consecutive integers. अगर ये 6 है तो price of eraser कितना हो गया? Price of eraser is 10. Last वाला ही है, right? Because I have written it in proportion 20 and this is 5. If I know this, तो मैं बाकी सारी टेबल्स भी फिल कर सकता हूँ कि A ने कितना परचेज किया, कितना क्या किया, right? Let's see, the question ने क्या बोला? How many erasers did B purchase, right? So I will not fill the entire table. B ने erasers कितने परचेज किए? So B का eraser is 240. 240 by 10 is 24, right? So the answer is 24. What is the total number of items of the 4 types purchased by D? तो मुझे D के सारे types निकालने हैं, right? D का क्या है? 80 by 10 is 8. 84 by 12 is 7. This is 10. This is 9, and this is 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 8 हो गया यहाँ का arithmetic mean. So 8 into 5 is 40. The answer has to be 40. This is the sum. Again, I'm using the concept of APGB to find sum at a faster pace. What is the total number of staplers the 4% purchased? Stapler का मुझे क्या चाहिए? Total count चाहिए, right? तो देखते हैं staplers में A का है 680. So 680 by 20 is what? Without this will be 34, right? If this is 34, this will be 26, 4 and 9. So the sum is 30, 30, 64 and plus 9, 73. The sum is 73. How many? So see, without even filling the entire table, मैंने 3 question तो कर लिया. Last question देखते हैं. For how many persons can it be said that the type of item on which they spend the highest amount and the type of item for which the number of items purchased by them is the highest are the same, right? ये मुझे देखना है क्योंकि जिस पे बंदा सबसे ज्यादा अमाउंट स्पेंड कर रहा है उसी की सबसे ज्यादा क्वांटिटी भी खरीद रहा है. लेट्स सी. तो A सबसे ज्यादा अमाउंट स्पेंड कर रहा है स्टेपलर पे. This is the highest and this is the highest, right? Which means यहाँ पे मुझे सबकी क्वांटिटी निकालनी ही पड़ेगी. So let's say यहाँ पे क्वांटिटी कितना होगा? This is 32, 33, 35. This will be has to be 36. ये कितना आ जाएगा? The simple maths. This is what I am doing. 28, 27. I have calculated all the quantities. ठीक है? तो देखते हैं. A का देखते हैं क्वांटिटी स्टेपलर का मैक्सिमम है क्या? A का स्टेपलर का क्वांटिटी मैक्सिमम नहीं है. ठीक है. B में पेंसिल का मैक्सिमम है क्या? B में पेंसिल का मैक्सिमम नहीं है. राइट. C का देखते हैं. C में पेंसिल का मैक्सिमम है क्या? C में पेंसिल का मैक्सिमम नहीं है बिकॉज यहाँ 8 भी है. D का देखते हैं. D का पेंसिल का मैक्सिमम है क्या? D का पेंसिल का क्वांटिटी इज मैक्सिमम. सो आई हैव ओनली वन सच पेयर. सो द आंसर हैज टू बी B. I hope you have enjoyed this set thoroughly. काफी अच्छा set था. And if there are any questions, do let me know. And if you're liking the content, you want me to make more of such sets, do like the video and please share it with your group circle. Okay, I'll see you back tomorrow.